guys, your input. Nick helped me with it, but I'm not sure if I did everything right. Anyway, guess Michael's not here and yet. Yeah, let's start with a quiz. You guys okay with that? Nick?
What?
I'll start with a quiz, even though Geshe
Awesome.
hasn't arrived. So, all right.
Great.
Yay! So, welcome back from the break. I hope you guys remember what we saw in my class. Today's quiz is super easy, super short. So, question 1. Do you guys remember what does our author say is a key to great learning and being able to explain to others without stuttering? One of the perfections.
I'm glad you stuttered over your question. That was awesome.
What did the author say? It's the key to learning and being able to explain to others.
It's one of the 6 perfections. So you have 1 out of 6.
You should say is the key, not it's.
Oh, yes.
Being able to explain to
Without stuttering.
Oh,
perfection of wisdom.
That would make sense.
I think it's the joyful effort.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, in that part of the text.
Yeah, it's talking about laziness, lightness or something.
I mean, in the example was the opposite, but he started by saying, so let's start by the good part, how to be able to acquire great learning, being able to explain things. And yeah, he was talking about joyful effort. Yay. Okay. Oops.
Whoa.
What does the opposite look like?
just give us the answer.
Well, someone who didn't see the answer.
No, I mean, show the answer and ask the question.
Oh, no, actually, no, the question, I already gave you the question. So what's the opposite of this that was mentioned in the text? Do you guys remember?
Jealousy? Cherishing, self-cherishing?
Well, yeah, self-cherishing can answer to any of the questions of my book, but more particularly, so do you remember the topic that we're talking about? It was the opposite
Well, you
of...
just said it was laziness.
Lazy.
Uh-huh. Who said lazy?
Chunzo.
Chunzo? Oh, cool, yes. And do you remember what the author mentioned? Like in more detail, something that happens whenever...
Joyful laziness.
So he was mentioning we don't find we're not able to have like a steady growth. We have a lot of false starts and we give up easy. And he said that when we give an explanation, we're an embarrassment. All right. Question number 3. How does a negligent student respond to questions they don't know the answer?
They
make something up.
Uh-huh. So more specific? Do you remember what it said?
No.
It's a good question.
So I'll give you a little hint. They say something that is true, but by saying that, it demonstrates how negligent they are.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
What they say is true, but by saying that, it demonstrates how negligent we are, or they are.
Huh.
It was in the last paragraph of the text.
Okay.
No?
Like something that's true that...
Oh, I
has
haven't
nothing to do
seen
with
that in the
question?
scriptures.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I got it. Yes.
Oh. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened to my PPT today. Can you guys give me the opposite? the words into it? We'll follow against. Right. So what's stuttering?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Do you guys remember?
No.
No.
So old saying,
Dampe.
Okay. And perfectly.
Well, Punsum Sokbar.
I should have put more
Yeah,
details.
putakcha.
Putakcha. Yes.
Uh-huh. Perfectly. I had in my notes that che means I think it means that. I'm not quite sure.
It means
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
kind of
me,
vaguely remember that too.
mine is
I haven't seen it in
estimate or
scripture.
guess.
guess or to estimate, and I thought it was chu with two
Yeah.
D on the second.
It is.
Yeah,
it
me
is.
too.
It is to.
Oh,
It's guesswork or
Oops.
something.
Yeah.
this one is guesswork then?
It's
Uh-oh.
when you're trying to teach a
So the
book,
other.
you don't really understand it, and you're guessing what it means, right?
Oh, perfect example. All right. Okay. I had some homework of the bibliography entry.
Yay!
Oh, smart.
Let me see.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, guys.
It's don't worry about Seiji. He had 2 nights of sleep, and it's hard for him to think straight.
All right. So Nick helped me do this, but there might be some things that I've missed. So this is from this, right? Do you guys see anything that needs to be changed here?
The author's name in Tibetan is wrong. You guys tell me why?
The second name doesn't need to be capitalized. The second
Uh,
part of his name.
no, it's both words are spelled wrong actually.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Pakpa has a exclamation as a apostrophe at the beginning.
No.
Okay, good. And Bowel, right? Nick Bowel.
Yeah,
DPA.
Yeah.
DPA. Right.
PA apostrophe.
DPA apostrophe.
And it should all be lowercase
No H.
because
No H.
Oh. Oh. All
And-
lowercase.
no.
That
no.
one. Yeah.
That should be uppercase, but the second word can be lowercase. Then ba is tau ba
Apostrophe.
apostrophe. Yeah.
Other
No,
way.
after
At
the
the
A.
end of the pa. Right. Of course. Powell with a pa means Dhaka, I think, right?
I'm sorry.
Powell with a PHA means Dhaka,
I don't
maybe?
think there's any such word. This is the same word for Dhaka. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We don't have to
Yeah, right.
capitalize the word translation. And the rest looks good to me, except Nick, I'm not sure if the Tibetan is Kepe Rapki Gyu. It seems like the Sanskrit should have more words.
That's how it is in the Tengyur.
Okay. All right.
But,
Well, then that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. Cool. All right.
How about the I and in the stories of the past lives?
I think it's okay.
Lowercase. Yeah.
Because it's describing where it is in the Tengyur.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
Oh,
Thank you.
except you're missing an ending period.
Oh.
Oh,
Sure.
also the
Let me share it again. Sorry.
section name in Sanskrit is spelled wrong, I think.
Jatakamala.
It should have the long A's. The first long A.
First day, yeah. Jataka. No, that one's correct. That one's correct. Yeah, down below. Yeah. Yay. All right.
Right.
I think
Oh, there you
it's
go.
correct. Okay, you guys are gonna
Okay.
get good at it, okay? And you're gonna take that job over from Grandpa, and Grandpa's gonna be so happy.
Yay.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm gonna keep asking you to practice it. I'm gonna keep giving it to you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sashi Buki Jukshin Medo Chan Rira Blingshin Begintadi Sange Shingili Mute Wagi Joku Namdak Shinta Parsho Nam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami Sangye Chudang Soki Choknam Nangshu Vartu Dakni Kyapsuchi Naki Chun Pesunam Ki Chola Penshir Sangye Chupar Shok Sangye Chudang Soki Choknam La Nangshu Vartu Dakni Kyapsuchi Naki Chungen Yipe Sunam Ki Drola Penshir Sangye Trupar Shok Sangye Chudang Soki Choknam La Yangshu Bardu Dakni Kapsuchi Naki Chungen Yipe Sunam Ki Drola Penshir Sangye Trupar Shok.
Yay, Seiji.
All right.
By the way, you guys heard that Seiji had a good news?
Yes.
He got his visa
Yay.
from the new American government. Yay.
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 Now DCI won't collapse, okay? And I won't have to work so hard. All right. Not me. Nick, you want to say anything? Or?
Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's feeling bright and ready for another few days, 5 more days. Don't forget, we have yoga every day and questions and answers, and figure out all your tough questions. And keep your mind open to real apps. Just try to pay attention to see where there's things that you can do some diamond mining and make some life tools, or real apps as we used to call them. And we can talk more about that soon.
How about tomorrow, Nick? And we can talk today. How's that?
Sounds perfect.
Nick and I have a job for you guys. All right. You ready? Let's share Grandpa's screen. Okay. We just danced on the head of our self-cherishing and our self-distancing. And it's time to, let me see if I can make this bigger. All right, Seiji, let's go.
Okay. Shetang Tikapki Sungche La Chukne Q Top Sam Nampar Takpa Shikma Chepar Ndre U Sangyeki Ko Pangmi Top Sultang.
Good. Let's start out with $50. Okay, Nick, it's a good start, right?
Absolutely.
Turn on your microphone. Get ready. You have to beat out that guy from the East Coast. By the way, word went to the temple where I was trained yesterday, and
nice.
We'll show you a picture today sometime. All right, here we go. Hey, Word, can you go to the bathroom? Yeah, shut up. Okay. What does Sulu mean when the Lama is talking?
We went on like that. I mean, he went on like that.
$50 for the Amelie College Fund. Okay. By the way, I'm only donating to the Amelie College Fund if she goes to SCIM, okay? Because then I get the money back.
What about Princeton?
No, just kidding.
What about Princeton?
Princeton's okay. You know, I'll tell you something. There's a big movement at Princeton in the last month to take away the degree of a graduate of Princeton.
Oh, I read about this
Yeah.
because he wasn't really accepted or something like that.
No, he's
Oh.
a certain politician from Texas.
Oh, that guy.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, good.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It's
I
kinda-
mean, it's never been done in the history of Princeton, but they're considering it. Okay, anyway,
wow.
Di kapsa sungshe le tune. What's that term mean, Nick, if you made all this money already?
It means extensions or elaborated upon.
It
He
means the
elaborated
Lama
upon
went,
what he was talking about in that context.
yeah, or you can say he went on a detour, okay? It's kind of like he went on a detour. He started to talk about personal stuff or something, okay? If you don't get the gyu, you can't get the debu. What's that mean, Seiji?
studies. Wait, no.
Pretend you're Sugeng. Pretend you're Sugeng's text. If you don't have the
The
gyu,
cause.
yeah, you can't get the debu. Yeah.
Mm.
Then he
Result.
names the gyu. The gyu is te sam nambatapa. Tepa dang sampa
Oh,
nambatapa. What's that name?
Listening and
Reflection.
contemplate. Yeah, to some listening and contemplation.
Yeah,
Purely.
think of te as classroom time
Mhm.
or mixed nuts time. And sam means, when you're sitting at home quietly with Maitri and contemplating philosophy.
Just how it goes.
In the
Exactly.
in the bathroom, right, Kramer?
That's right. With the door
When
locked.
I used to babysit Veronica's kids when they were small. I would lock myself in the bathroom. Okay, Namba Dapa means do a good one. Get a good education in the classics if you want to practice. Okay, that's what he's saying. If you do that, you'll get the debut of Sangeki Gopang. What's that?
Nice. Buddhahood, the result of.
Yeah, Buddhahood. And he makes both negative. If you don't study deeply, you will never reach enlightenment, he says, okay? He described that. All right, now the next paragraph is the best one in Seiji's whole text. Go ahead.
Date nga kapsu tom
Oh,
sam.
Kramer's checking.
Okay. Top sam pul du chimpa te kang tu ye na ten serntre gen ge sumko na la ye sul gompa shin tak lang top sam che nyam te sam che nyam ye mo me kyang serntre ge sum ta wu tam Chupatang, Putak Chupa Metsul, Dechir Kunki Chunam Part Takpa Shikche na Dangpor Dansa Te Densa de Te Tatu Tusam Che Sul.
Good,
Thanks,
nice.
Ben.
Yay, Ben. Tate nekapsu means at the present moment, okay? At the present moment. Where can you get Tursam Pultachimpa or Punsok?
Yeah, perfect listening and contemplation.
Yeah, where can you get a great Buddhist education in the modern world? Okay, meaning when he was talking. At the Densa, okay? Extremely important word, okay? And that should be on your homework, Seiji.
Monastery?
No, ayah. Densa Sum.
Oh.
Sounds in the 3 seats, the 3 great monasteries.
Yeah, the 3 great monasteries. It's called the 3 seats. Yeah, this is the word like Vajrasana, right? The word for Bodh Gaya, right? The seat of the diamond. Here, Densa Sum is very, very famous. It means the 3 great monasteries of Tibet. There are probably a couple of thousand monasteries in Tibet, but these are the great three, the big three. This is the the Princeton, Harvard, Yale.
You were right the first time.
Yeah, shut up. Okay. All right. And here's the three. And the best one is mentioned first.
Sarah.
Sarah. And the short name is Ser. What's the second one? Drepung. And then Gay, which he's using as an abbreviation for Ganden. Okay. So these three great monasteries. Konala. What's that mean? He says the only place in Tibet right now that you can get a perfect training in the classics is at one of these three. Okay, the only place in Tibet, okay, that you can get a really great training in the Buddhist classics. Okay, and without that you can't achieve Buddhahood, according to him. Okay. Gumba Shenda Lang, Tersam Chenyan, ya What's mean?
Admittedly, you can get a little something at the other monasteries.
Good, yeah. Look, I'm not saying they don't teach Buddhism at the other monasteries. I'm not saying that. You can get, they do explain and listen. There is don't forget these two words together from the Lam Rim means a Buddhist education, okay? You can get a Buddhist education at the other monasteries. I'm not saying you cannot. Can,
but
the kind of tachapa and the kind of putakchapa you get at these great three, you can't get anywhere else. Tachapa, and I like to, I'm going to do an advertisement for the mixed nuts here. Tachapa means they dig down into problems until they find the real answer. Okay, Tachapa means that they make final resolutions of difficult points. They don't just gloss over the difficult points. They dig, and then they find the answer. Usually in a long detour to a boring book, right? And Putakcha means no misconceptions of any of the concepts. Putakcha means perfect understanding. So what he's saying here is perfectly authentic and perfectly accurate. Authentic and accurate, okay? Authentic and accurate. And I like to think that that's what the mixed nuts is, I like to think we have that standard. And frankly, it's hard to find anywhere in the world right now, okay? So mezzo means, he talked about how, frankly, you couldn't find it anywhere else in the world, okay? Therefore, what's his conclusion? If all you guys would like to do a really first-class training in Buddhism, Tangbor Dansan La Tesamche.
First, bring yourself to one of those monasteries and then listen.
Yeah, get your butt to one of the three great monasteries and do your study there. If you really want to learn Buddhism accurately, and by the way, it's very rare and it's an endangered species. It always attracts obstacles like people burning down the monastery or bombing it, or this kind of accuracy always attracts negative forces, okay? And so it's like Nalanda in India, it was destroyed to the last brick. These are it attracts trouble, okay? So you guys are going to attract trouble in your life, okay? Here we go. The demons don't care about the other monasteries, what I'm saying. Okay. They go for the big three. All right, here we go. Dayon. Oh, Nick is checking, right?
Okay. Taeyang ko were tan par semne shupa le rangi serawa inpa gyutsen tu chene shekok chok kok ki shupa minsu sokyang gyalpar ketzel chipar oh gyepar katzelto.
Yeah, this beginning is a little. This shuba is the polite word for what?
Request.
Yeah, but when a lama says it to his audience or her audience, yeah, I'm offering these words to you. It's a polite. It's like I'm offering this advice to you. What I'm teaching you, Kower Tembar, is offered to you after a lot of careful thought, you know, and it's not just Shengo. Shengo means irrational loyalty, okay? It's not that I'm just loyal to my monastery, okay? I have, what I just told you is sincere from my heart after a lot of thought, you know? And it's not for the reason that, Gyutsen, right? That Rangni Sarawa.
Then I'm from Sarah.
Yeah, it's not, you know, I'm not just telling you this because I went to Sarah. Okay. By the way, where is he speaking? Probably.
Didn't we say that it was outside of Lhasa somewhere? Like on a.
I think he's at Radeng. And Radeng is where Atisha and his student named Drumtunje. So in the times of the Kadampas, they started this monastery south of Lhasa. So he's actually saying something very strange. What's he saying?
Me, a Sarah.
The school you're going to is no good.
He's the abbot of Radeng, and he's saying, "Get your ass to Sarah." You know, okay? He's the abbot of Radeng, and that's you know, Chi Chen means the abbot of Radeng, Chi Chen Tempa Rabje, okay? And he's telling his students, look, you know, if you're really serious, go to one of the big three, okay, and get the real training, okay. Shupa, I'm not saying that just because I went to Sarah, okay. Sokyan, and he gepa. He didn't stop there. He gepa. What's that mean?
He went on. Expanded upon that.
Yeah, he went on and on about how great is Sarah, which is pretty much an endless topic. All right. All right, who's gonna, Stanley, you checking this guy?
Yeah.
You can read the verse and then you can read the first paragraph, okay?
Okay. Chak tang kompe shen chok yong la me. Chak to kompe shen la tro kundeb. Shepani rangni kiewa tumar chak tang la kompe wanki sera tang drepung gelupa tang nimawa shesok de risu chene rangchok la sepching shenchok ta tak la mupar chepatang.
Cool.
Yeah, good. Rangi, us, you know, me myself, Kewa Dumar for many lifetimes, and I would have corrected your pronunciation of the Komba. What's the difference between Gomba and Komba?
Oh.
One is meditation and the other one's thirst.
Habituate.
Yeah, Komba means get used to something. Thirsty is Komba, Nick, first column.
Right.
So it's an important difference, okay, Seiji? This is Komba. It's not an English G. And if you put a BS in front of it, which is how Geshe-la usually does things, puts BS in front of it. That's kidding. It's gum, real gum. Okay, here we go. So for many lifetimes, you and I have Komba to Chakba and Dangwa. What's that mean?
Desire and anger, ignorant desire and anger.
Yeah, ignorant desire and ignorant disliking. Okay.
Habitually.
And due to that, okay, we have this irrational loyalty to Sarah.
Or
Sarah
Homan.
Monastery.
Dale
Okay.
Monastery.
Or to Debo.
Because of
The Rice Pile Monastery.
Yeah, Sarah means Sarah Monastery. Jebung means Jebung Monastery. Or even to Galupas,
Mhm.
which I like to call Tsongkapians. Okay. Because the word Galupa, I think it has a lot of strange meanings nowadays. It means a person who follows Tsongkhapa. Okay. Galupas, or maybe Nyingmawa, which is the ancient school of Tibet. Okay. She.
Wait, but
So say again. Oh, it could be Nyingmapa, or it could be Nyingmawa. It's either one is acceptable. Okay. Deirusu Chepa means what do you call that? You're loyal to your own school and you hate the other school.
Sectarian.
Sectarianism. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Deiri means you make distinction between sects. You're sectarian. Okay. And you dapa to Rangchok.
Raise your own side.
Yeah. And you mapala to Shenchok.
Put them down.
You put down the other groups. Okay. All of them. Tadak. Why did Geshe-la put Yong here?
Because it's in the root text.
Good. It's in the root text. So our author, instead of using Yong, he used Tadak, but it means the same thing. I was tempted to put it in bold, but it would confuse people. Okay. Meaning all the other groups you criticize them. Just your group is good, and you criticize all the other groups. Isn't that an interesting statement to make just after he
right.
Yeah.
It's another
Yes,
school.
And I would say it means that he was sensitive that he might be accused of being sectarian. And he wanted to say, I'm not being sectarian. Sera really is superior to all other monasteries. Okay. I can't help it. That's not my fault. Okay. All right. Who's going to check Seiji? Dr. Word?
Sure.
Hey, Teshing to Chaktok la Kompe Wanki Shenlek par Shik Tona Tela mi Separ Ma Chapa
Chepa.
la Cheso Chepa la Cheso She Jong Tok Patang
Jondok.
Yon
Jondok.
Jongdok Patang Yunten Yu Kyang Ming Duk Che Kurwande Pate Teta Kyang Dakchen Zinki Chapar Tongne
Chepa.
Chepa. Okay.
Good job.
Nice correcting word.
Thanks.
Thank you for correcting nicely. This sentence is a perfect description of two concepts. What are they?
Jondok and Kurndep.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rondok and Kundab. Very, very important ideas in mind-only school and also in the middle way school. Okay. Word, you want to tell me what's the difference, Rondok and Kundab?
In mind only or middle way?
Generally.
Oh,
No, I mean just generally.
Kurndep just means to like underestimate or discount something, make it less than it is, and
Good.
Jondok means to overestimate or concoct or add something to something.
Yeah, we usually Rondok our own good qualities, and we usually Kundab other people's good qualities. Okay, all right, good. Why do we do that? Chadong, what's that, Seiji? Chadong.
Tradu
Sugeng, what's Chadong?
Jealousy. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
not
Jealousy. Out of jealousy. What's this komba?
Habitual.
Yeah, because I got used to it over a couple of thousand lifetimes. Okay. I'm totally used to being jealous. And due to that, Wang Qi means due to that. When I see Shen, who is Legba,
Other people who are good at stuff.
yeah, when I see other people who are really good at stuff, I misupa that.
Can't stand it.
Yeah, I can't stand it. This supa doesn't mean patience so much. It means I can't stand it. Misupa. Then when I talk about them to other people, I say he or she chepad something machepa.
Did something you shouldn't do.
Not
Oh.
exactly, Nick. Yeah, you accuse them of doing something they didn't do, which is
Lying.
No,
what's it called? What's it called in Tibetan?
that's overestimating.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, dondo. Yeah, dondo. Yeah, dondo. Okay. So here's a perfect example of dondo. Okay. You put on them something that was never true about them. Okay. They didn't do something wrong. And you go around telling people they did do something wrong because for countless lifetimes you've been jealous of people and you can't stand it when you see someone who's good at something. Okay. And that's called dondo. Okay. Seiji, your text is all about two kinds of Dak Chenzen. Your text is all about two kinds of self-cherishing. What would be the drondok about those two? How would you think something is there that's not really there in the two kinds of self-cherishing in your text?
Wait, I thought.
Well,
something that is there and something that is. Oh, okay.
You think something's there that's not there. What's an example of that in the two kinds of self-cherishing in your book?
Self-cherishing. Oh God.
Yeah, what's the self in self-cherishing?
Oh, that you're holding to you're cherishing someone that is not there, you mean?
Yeah, you can say that. You're cherishing someone who hasn't come from your seeds. And what's the smaller one or the resulting one? Then you tend to watch out for
that, like, imaginary one?
For yourself.
Or for yourself?
For yourself, right. Okay. So you're really, your book is about drondo of two different kinds. I'm more important than everybody else. Is misperceiving by making something more than it really is. And then thinking of the things around you as coming from their own side is the source of that. Okay. So drondok is a problem in your text. And Yin Dan Yekyang, even though the person does have good spiritual qualities or good qualities, Buddhist education, you go around telling people, hey, Mindu.
They don't.
He doesn't have those qualities. Okay. So really he's intelligent or compassionate or, caring. And you say, Mindu, he's not. Okay. And then you put him down. Okay. You publicly underestimate him, okay? Okay, Seiji, tell me what the next three lines mean so Grandpa can have some coffee.
Going back to the root text, I will dance around on the head of my enemy and attack, kill my enemy at the heart.
Yep. What's this Dangjen? What's this first line? I'm going to recognize that all of these problems are caused by
self-cherishing.
Yeah, the two kinds of self-cherishing, right? Okay. All right. Hey, Seiji, look at this word coming up. Give me anticipatory translation. The next line says "t." We had it about 10 minutes ago. What's that?
The spread?
No, it means he went off on a detour. He went off on a detour. Okay. So here goes another detour. You ready? Please read, and Chinzom's gonna check you. Yay, Chinzom. What's the blue sky there? It's not New York.
Yes, it is.
Not possible.
It's Long Beach, New
Oh,
York. It's
That's
New York.
not. That's not really New York.
It's not the city,
Not the
but it's
city.
New York.
All right, let's go. Okay, be tough on him, Chinzom.
Shetang di kapki sungche la chokne. Teng tu nima war lompatak lompataki seni pe chula kulpa. Kulpandepa sokla
Ndepa.
Depa sokla Kulpandepa sokla dak chuk chung se ching.
Good. By the way, this is one of the most beautiful sections in your text. Coming up is one of the most beautiful sections in your text. And as you may have noticed, your text has a lot of beautiful sections. Okay. Di kap ki sungshe le tourne. He went off from the main lecture. You know, he said, I want to say something additional. Okay. I would like to talk about something related subject that's not really the text. Okay. Tengdu, what's that mean? Word for $0. Yay.
Nowadays,
Yeah, good. Nowadays. Okay, Kramer,
Yes.
I'm giving you the first chance. I want the translation of Lomba, and for $30 for the Ezra Scholarship Fund. But I also want the tantric vow that contains it.
Yeah. Is this thinking of ourselves as
Yeah,
great practitioners?
exactly. Okay,
Yep.
how much did I said? 30?
$1 zillion.
Okay, $30 zillion, Jigme, to
A
Dr.
bargain.
Okay, Teng Du, Ningmapa.
old schoolers.
Old school. Yeah.
But what's a Ningmapa Lomba?
Someone who has delusion that they're practicing lingua tradition.
Yeah, good. So he's about to criticize Nyingmapa. He's going to criticize a person from another Tibetan tradition,
Is he
the
saying
ancient school.
people who think they're Nyingmapas
Go
or Nyingmapas who have delusions of grandeur?
What he's saying is people who go around thinking they are Nyingmapas, but they're not.
Uh-huh.
And it means he respects real Nyingmapas. Okay, got it? He says, if I ran into a real Nyingmapa, I would be wow. But I'm going to criticize somebody, but it's people who think they're a Nyingmapa, but they're not.
Uh-huh.
What's the implication of Nyingmapa?
Old school. That the new schools aren't really Nyingmapas.
Yeah, but what it means is who really grasp the ancient traditions. And he says these people think they are, but they're not. Okay. And they kurnda the dharma of the Tsenipas.
Those who study the 5 great books.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
underestimate it.
those who study the classics, those who study the great classics. Okay. So there are people running around Tibet who think they are representing the ancient school, and they criticize the depth of study at the great Gensas, at the great seats of the 3 great monasteries. And that's a common thing. It's not an uncommon thing. they'll say, why you guys spend all day arguing about little stupid things, you know? You should go into a cave and have some peyote and what do you call that stuff?
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca and see reality, you know? Okay. Corpa dapa la sopa. Got so klar, gak jup chung se zeching. Okay. And you balom dan se mi gak jup chung se ze means our teacher during his tour. What's that, Seiji?
His detour.
Yeah, during his detour, he did a little bit of a head massage on these guys. Okay, gak drup means he put them in their place. Okay, gak drup means disprove and prove. It means he proved that that idea was stupid. Okay, and you hear that idea. You know, people say. I've had people say to me, you guys have too much detail in your teaching. You know, it's just lighten up a little bit and just, you know, go to your heart and don't worry about the details. You know, this is, you hear this. Okay. Now he's going to pick on some other people. Go ahead. Who's checking is Venerable Utpala. Yay.
Thank you.
Yang Ki Kangsak Shin Lekpa Shik Tongna Temi Tente Ke Nanji Tangji Mja Che Shekurwan Depa Chimu Kyang.
Okay, cool. This next part is extremely beautiful. Me and Veronica were talking about it this morning. Before we opened our eyes, just kidding. Gashiki, some people say, okay, they tone another Kangsak who is Lekpa. What's that mean, Seiji? They tone another Kangsak who is Lekpa. They see another Steny?
Oh, another practitioner?
They see another Kangsak who is Lekpa. Yeah, like Lexo, right? In the Heart Sutra. They see another person who's really great. Okay, they see another person who's really great. And then they tell other people, he looks great, but it's Miden. What's it mean, you guys?
Not true.
Yeah, it's not true. Why? Because a couple of years ago, he did this or this. Okay, Nar means a couple of years ago. Okay, he looks like a nice person, but you don't know what he did 5 years ago, or you don't know what he did 10 years ago. Okay, okay, he looks great, but you don't have any idea what he did 5 or 10 years ago, and they kurwa depa him or her. What's it mean, Seiji? Kundep.
They underestimate or they
they put them down. Put them down. They say, look, he looks like a good teacher, but you have no idea what he did 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Okay. Let me tell you about it. Okay. Chima means, look, okay, you can see cases like that. I admit, you can see cases. They're real cases. The person did make a mistake 5, 10 years ago. And he or she is teaching today, this year. Okay. But Kyang, okay, now he's about to say an extremely beautiful thing. Here we go, Seiji.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Xiaoping is checking you. Be tough, Xiaoping.
That that te nga capsule lek nye jitar yupa la chak njuk changjok ki ngar che se la chak sok gona tompa tuk che chen sok sangye tamche kyang dang por sem chen ki nang ne kyang ta shalwa se myong wa shat tak impe te tak la yang kurpan dep gur par Tao. Sorry. Chul Sok Kyang Katselto.
Okay, here we go. Now I'm talking mainly to, I guess, Stanley, Kramer, Nick, and Word. I'm going to give you 1 minute to look at this, okay? And then I'm going to choose a name. I'm going to choose you one by one, okay? And I'm going to choose sticks here. And you're going to tell me for $100, what's the point of this sentence? What's the point? So look around, just look around, okay? Try to recognize some of the words, okay? Look, you got the English for the most important word. Okay? It means judge a person by what they are now. Okay? But, key, here's the but. Key. Don't chan joke from ngar. Okay, I'm going to give you 10. By the way, then I'll choose somebody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. V, choose a number from 1 to 4. Huh? 4 is Nick. Nick, there you go. What's it mean?
But don't judge them from what they've done before. The compassion of the Buddha, of all the Buddhas. Oh, all the Buddhas at first.
Good. By the way,
did-
Tashel means the most cruel and stupid and evil.
Yeah, the worst of the worst. It was in my book.
Who?
The Buddhas, all the Buddhas.
Yeah. Okay, good. $100 to the Amelie Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Mrs. Roach.
Oh, thank you, V.
Amelie, thanks you. All right. This is such a beautiful sentence, and Nick got it. Tate nekapsu. If we're gonna judge people from the present moment, okay, and we're gonna check leknye, we're gonna check whether they're a good person or a bad person, okay. Chanjok is a new word for you guys, okay? Word, let's put it in the human computer. Chanjok means to judge somebody or to set store of somebody. We're going to judge, are they good or bad, okay? Gurki, okay? Ngarchet say, you have to judge other people by what they are now and not by what they were in the past. Everybody has made mistakes earlier in their life. You cannot judge the quality of a person in large part by what they were before. If they've been trying to improve, okay, we have to look at their improvement and we have to judge them from that. If you have to judge people from what they were in the past, then the Tumba Tukje Chen means our teacher, Lord Shakyamuni, the compassionate one, okay? And other Buddhas, all the other Buddhas in the universe, in the beginning, they were the Tashel of all the Semchens. They're most cruel, most stupid, most terrible person. Okay, Tashel Zenyola. Shatak means what for $20?
100%.
Yay, $20 for word. Okay. They were 100% the most screwed up, effed up people that you could ever meet. Okay. Really, they really were. Okay. And if you're going to judge people from the mistakes they've made in the past, then you should say every Buddha is an idiot, okay? Because they were an idiot, okay?
We're at time, Geshe-la, just so you know.
Okay, Gubatao, what's that mean? Gubatao, it's a prasangika.
You gotta think like that.
Have to.
Yeah, you should be criticizing the Buddhas, okay? If you're gonna go around saying that a person who's being a really good person, used to be a bad person, and therefore we shouldn't respect them or we shouldn't believe them, well, then we shouldn't believe all the Buddhas because they were the worst people in the universe when they started. Okay. And okay, Nick, last thing. Katselto.
He said.
But what's the implication of the word he chose for said?
Well, it's a high honor. So it's
very
like,
high honorific. This is the highest honorific you can get. So what's the commentator really saying?
Listen to this guy.
Yeah, god damn, this is the most beautiful thing. This statement is the most beautiful thing that any holy being ever uttered. Okay, he's trying to say how he feels about this statement by using the highest form of the word he said. Okay, got it? So when you translate it, Seiji, this, you got to say the Holy Lama's lips opened and spoke pure gold, okay, something like that. Yay!
Geshe-la,
Yeah.
isn't there also the implication it's like the Lama himself is saying, well, the student is saying even our teacher was like that too, because Katzel To is like the Buddhas.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What word's pointing out is that student almost is saying the Buddha told us that he was a bad person before. Yeah, the verb here almost implies that the Buddha told us that. And he's using the high word that you only use for Buddha. He's using it for his teacher. Okay. Yay. All right, sashimi.
Okay. Sashi Buki Jukshin. Dan Guru Ratna Mandala Gewadi Kewo
Yay, Seiji. Congratulations again, Seiji.
Thanks for teaching us, Geshe-la.
It means that the US government is definitely improving.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Since day one, actually.
Yay.
All right.
Back
Thank
at
you.
8:05.
Who's up next, Nick?